Hello and welcome to episode number 9 of Very to Gary podcast. In this episode, Andre Pettipas and the Giants stop in for a little visit after they get finished up at Nova Scotia Music Week. Great group of guys, actually. Marcus Kosh, Travis Pettipas, and of course Andre Pettipas making up the group. I wasn't really sure if they're going to have enough time to spare a little bit for a podcast. They're a pretty busy band these days. They're actually, as I'm doing this intro, they're playing Indie Week in Toronto. So I was just glad. They actually gave me more time than I thought was going to be possible. They gave me 2.5 or 3 hours, but it wasn't even like they had to or anything, and they're just hanging out. We had a couple beers. We had a couple laughs. They played some songs. It was a great time. I really enjoyed myself. I really hope they enjoyed themselves as well. It was really good to kind of get away from an interview type podcast and just have more like a casual conversation with a little bit of banter. And, that was great. I think we did that really well anyway. Speaking of banter, there's a little bit of swearing in this podcast, so you might want to watch who you're playing it in front of. And when I say a little bit, I basically mean I swore through this whole podcast, and I didn't even know I was doing it. But anyway, I apologize, and I'm going to keep it in mind for upcoming podcasts in the near future, because it just doesn't sound right. Well, I guess I shouldn't be too worried about it. I am 37 years old. I'm almost an adult. But anyway, let's get going with the podcast. This is Andre Pettipas and the Giants, and my co-pilot, Matt Ison. Matty the Iceman Ison. All right, let's get to it.
And we can give America shit. On today's podcast, Andre Pettipas and the Andre Pettipas Giants, featuring Andre Pettipas. Watch him thrust. Thrust till you bust.
All right, well, that's going to be
It's
the
a
intro.
must.
I don't have to introduce you, motherfuckers.
Don't have to do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is
Give
good.
a cut mark.
Second time around, so much has changed. Break this guilt and fight to stay. A fearless gesture led by grace. That look you gave, things are okay. And who cares what they're gonna say? Scattered words are worth nothing anyway. And who knows what we're gonna do when all I wanna do is stay gold with you. Paint my name with.
All right, so this is the podcast. Andre Pettipas and the Giants here. Got Marcus here playing drums. You're playing bass, aren't you?
Yeah.
T Willie.
All right, Travis.
T Willie.
You guys have a name for him?
Just T Willie.
Just T Willie?
Yeah.
T. Willie Nelson.
Willie.
Well,
Call me John if you want.
his
but
middle name is
I probably
Willard.
won't answer you.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
When we were younger, Dad called him Little Willie. He just didn't like that name
No,
anymore as he
that
got
was
older.
Little Willie.
Well,
Yeah.
you used to have the hair and you put it in the fucking
Braids.
Willie Nelson braids. So it's
Yeah,
T.
yeah,
Willie
yeah.
Nelson at that
Pigtail
point.
braids.
Hair was super long. I think didn't me, Ben, and John open for you guys at Champions?
Yeah, we played together at Belly Up.
Well, yeah,
I
no.
did that. I did that earlier too. I tried to.
I've been
call
calling the champions all week.
Well, is
Yeah,
that where
yeah,
Champions
Champions.
was?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, but
It's the mill.
The mill is where the solidified,
This-
like everybody knows that
Yeah.
name, the mill. 'Cause
Okay,
that's-
so
yeah.
kind of like Governors in Sydney bunkers. Everyone calls it that.
Yeah,
So it's
pretty much.
Same thing.
I'm not too familiar with it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a jailhouse rock.
Yeah, but yeah, we got to.
That was great.
Yeah, that was friggin' awesome, man.
Went 2 years ago already.
I lost my pants, my favorite pants there. I changed.
How did you
Crazy
lose your pants?
night.
I changed there, and I forgot my bag. So I lost my favorite pants.
What's up with you and leaving clothes everywhere?
No, man.
At
It's
a
like
bar,
a
it's not even a
trail just
hotel.
to
It's
nowhere.
just
Oh,
a
yeah.
bar.
Just one-way street.
We'll start calling them Trailvis.
Oh, Jesus. That was a good one, too.
Snailed it!
That's good.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah, man, glad to see you guys again. Thanks a lot for giving me some fucking time, eh?
Wow.
You guys are busy this weekend.
Yeah, it was good, man. We had 2 showcases, so we, rocked and or rolled.
Nice.
But now
Who
we
are
get
you
to
playing? Who are you playing with?
Today was the Groundswell Showcase. So there was the Stanfields, Like a Motorcycle,
Royal
Town Heroes,
Volts.
Royal Volts, and we kicked
Pretty
off the
sweet
day.
lineup. Nice.
Yeah, man, it was
yeah.
fun. Like,
And last night we had the the Indie Week stage over at Belly Up, and I think it started at like 7:30 and finished off at like 2 or something like that.
Alert
So
to
it was
Medic.
just-
Alert to Medic was at like 1. Wicked seeing some of them.
Love those
They
guys.
were so tight.
That's
Been a long
actually I
time.
got a head signed by all of them there.
That's
we,
wicked.
we opened up for them. I was like, "Here, sign this."
Yeah,
I always
boys.
feel kind
Yeah.
of stupid doing it, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get you guys to do it too. Yeah, man. So yeah, you guys are freaking rocking it out then.
Yeah, we're trying anyway. We just finished recording those songs up at Coda Pop. We won that Q104 thing. What?
Tell me about that.
So there was 110 that applied, 110 bands, and there was like 20 semifinalists or 20 finalists, and then 3 semifinalists, and then we played a show at the Waterfront. There's 3 bands in the finals. We played a show the night before in Antigonish. It was a Canada Day show, so we had to be in Halifax for 12. I got back home at 5:30 that morning
Yeah.
from after tearing down the equipment, and we had a sound guy with us, and we just sat up at the table drinking beer and eating pizza, just winding down, because it's like you finish just playing a 3-hour show, you're like, all right, man,
Yeah, it's
wired.
not often you're like, okay, I'm gonna go sleep
go right to
now.
sleep.
Yeah.
You sit there and think about like, hey, what's that sound in my head?
Yeah, right.
Will you stop?
Yeah. Those things in when you're dying.
Oh yes.
Yeah, then we went up the next day. We got up there. We had to do our quick little. Did we even do a sound check?
No.
we didn't even do a sound check.
That was
Straight
sweet.
into it.
It was- yeah. There's 3 bands. It was us and
Hitman.
Hitman.
Oh yeah, I was seeing Hitman before. You have shot glasses upstairs, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, that's
shit.
Murder.
Yeah, murder.
Oh,
yeah.
we just partied with them boys.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, those
They're
were
actually good
great
buddies of
guys.
ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did 4 dates with them.
Yeah.
They were in last month. Yeah,
Nice.
Where are they from?
Sudbury.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
guys.
so yeah, that was last month. They were in.
Yeah, the
They
beauties.
just had a new CD, so they were out touring.
Oh, nice.
We didn't do Truro. We did Halifax. Couple
Glasgow.
dates. Yeah, New Glasgow and
Keep Breton.
Port Hawkesbury,
Roxbury,
and
yeah.
they did Sydney.
Carriage House.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
No, they were wicked fellas.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. So how many shows have you done in Truro since, you guys, since I seen you guys?
We did. We opened up for Big Sugar there.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
that was the last
I
one.
forgot about that. How was that?
Awesome.
Wicked.
Yeah, absolutely surreal. Well, we're, Big Sugar is a massive influence for us.
Oh, okay.
And
Anybody that Gordy's worked with, like the Trues, Plasky,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
Directly or
Sons.
indirectly.
Yeah,
Gordy's
yeah.
Sons, just stuff that we have listened to over the years and kind of take what
Gordy
they
took
do and put it in our own.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
early mid to late 2000s. He had like pretty much all the 2000s. He had a huge sort of footprint of East Coast
Yeah.
rock.
He took it over.
Yeah.
And super nice guy. We got to meet him before the show and stuff, and tossed him a CD. He's like, I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Oh,
He's like, I've been
nice.
hearing about your guys' name. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Keep it cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Yeah, man.
Gordy Johnson knows who he is.
Can I call you G? We're friends now.
That'd be
Trying
so
to make up like a
embarrassing.
secret handshake.
Going in for the shake now, pound.
That's ours now.
We call that the awkward man.
That's hilarious. So there's a lot of people at the Big Sugar. There's a huge turnout for that, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they expected, or they had more than they expected, I guess. I don't know
Which
what
is
the final
awesome.
number was, but they did better than anticipated, which was
Yeah,
good for
that's
the first time festival.
So good for Churro too, because
Oh, man.
Churro's such a sour place when it comes to music. A
Yeah.
lot of times, man. Like
It's
what I mean?
brightening up, man.
It's over the last year or
it's
so.
so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's a
didn't
perfect
even-
spot for.
I
It's
didn't-
such a good
It
hub,
is.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
it's such a good location.
Like nobody goes. I don't know. It might be turning around now, and I'm not gonna sit here and bash it. Or
No.
whatever,
No, of
but-
course.
But like, I noticed it one time when Gloryhound came to play here, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this
Boys
is-"
are killing
and I fucking went in, and there's literally 5 people in there, and I'm
Dude,
like,
It's embarrassing.
The
it was a
best
Friday night. I mean,
concert. I've been to quite a bit of concerts. The best, or show, I guess, I've ever been to was the Trues played Chevy's when Chevy's was
Oh,
the
wow.
Loft, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I bought my tickets were $20, $25. I can't
Yeah.
remember. I bought the ticket. I went there. There was 15 people.
Yeah, man.
It was a house party. It was a kitchen party with the Trues playing, and like in between songs, you're just like, "Oh man, like you guys sounded great." They're like, "Oh yeah, what song do you want?" I don't know, Every Inhibition, and then you like walk away, go grab a
acoustic.
beer, and then you're right in front of them.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even acoustic.
No way.
Like they
wow.
were
This
rocking
is
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No way.
That's killer.
Well, it's funny now because then you look at something like what's happening this week too with like Nova Scotia Music Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Packed.
And-
See, these are the things. This is what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
though. It's like it's awesome to have these shows, whether it be the block party or the
It just
music
brings
week.
people out of their,
Yeah.
Netflix
yeah.
Castle.
their
gives it a
Stranger
little-
Things.
Yeah,
binge watching,
Stranger
you know,
Things.
yeah.
You wanna see
Yeah.
something
I still haven't
stranger?
tried that show yet. So.
It gives it a little more of
Be
like
careful, man. You're gonna fall
yeah.
deep into
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a rabbit hole.
makes it more serious. Like takes it more serious when
When it's organized.
big events.
more.
Yeah, big organized
No, for
events.
sure.
Comes,
Hype is
wow.
everything, man.
No, can
Oh,
happen.
yeah.
Yeah,
You guys-
really.
Social
Hype.
media and hype.
It must feel really good though to be a part of something that's actually shaping churro.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
like it's
Like-
fucking crazy. You guys have been in doing all kinds of important shit shows, and churro like it's fucking crazy,
True.
man.
Since we've started, like, it's been great.
Yeah.
Like,
It's been great to
we
us.
haven't played a lot, but anytime we played, we've had a good response, and it's just like people wanting us back. It's like that's kind of
Yeah.
cool, man. It does, like first few shows, whatever. Doesn't maybe not a lot of people around,
Yeah.
but you come back and it's like, oh, you play a busier show.
Yep.
Okay, more people know you.
Yeah.
And it's such a slow process. But
Yeah, and it's town too, right? The word does get around. Like
Exactly.
everybody that asked me who I was doing a podcast with this weekend, I told them they're like, "Oh, really? They're fucking awesome!" Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, "Oh,
See, that's
fucking cool."
sweet.
I didn't even really
Yeah.
expect them to know because
Yes,
Yeah,
no,
not.
exactly.
Like-
Yeah, me either.
like, no, I mean that came out fucking wrong, but
No, it's good,
It's always
man.
great to go in with no expectations.
No, exactly.
yeah.
No,
What it
like,
is like a dude that's like 53 years old though. It's like what I'm
Okay.
talking
That's
about.
wicked,
Like,
man.
Like
Yeah.
that's
See, like
Well,
everything
that's-
over the last half a year has just been.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys look like you're fucking working so hard, man.
That's what it is. You put the effort in and you get it back.
All an illusion.
It's
Yeah.
no, we
We're actually
played,
watching
uh,
a lot of Netflix and. No, it's great. We like all the volunteers for Nova Scotia Music Week they're all solid too. You can never
takes
thank the
it
volunteers
takes a
enough.
big team to.
And like for instance, we were like I met one of the volunteers the other day, Steve, and he's just driving people around.
Yeah, he was wicked.
Yeah, and he's like, "What band are you in?" And I said, "Andre Pettipas and The Giants." He goes, well, "You guys are on my list that I want to see this weekend." I'm like, "Really? Like this guy's retired, doing this for
that's-
fun,
Yeah.
and he wants to check out us." So
That's so weird getting that. Like,
Yeah.
people saying that they like your music is the weirdest thing to me. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you.
it's very new.
yeah,
really, do you like?
It's
it?
very
Like,
new because
it's
like
cool,
we've been
yeah.
doing this for so long. It's just like, oh, who are you? Yeah, never heard of you. Thanks, man.
yeah.
That was like,
Yeah.
I heard that song, Rich
So-
Lou.
I was like,
Sorry.
all I gotta do is just throw my name in the band, and now it gets a little bit better.
Yeah.
No, but like
Yeah.
even just minor stuff like that is helping so much. Just word of mouth,
Yeah.
selecting your shows that you play. Like turning down shows is probably the best thing.
Oh yeah.
That
For real.
would be a
Picking
great
and
option
choosing
to
your
have,
shows
yeah.
because there's a point where it's like, is this beneficial to us? No, or is this a fool to enter?
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? Like
There's a lot of things.
Yeah,
Like
Well,
you
you don't
guys
want to
wanna play
flood it either. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
you gotta pick and choose.
Which is
your
a hard
battles.
thing, especially like in Nova Scotia and the Maritimes.
Yeah, there's only so many venues.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
Yeah.
such a weird thing. And we'll talk cover too. $8 cover. Like when people talk about like, oh, how much is cover thing? Like $5. You put me on the list. Yeah, that's going to us, but yeah, sure, we'll fire you on.
Yeah.
I mean, some shows you get a guarantee, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like a lot of the smaller shows, if you're in a new town, it's like, yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it's just weird.
It makes sense too. Like,
Yeah.
you can't really.
The bar was packed. How come we didn't make money? Well, you guys had 62 people on the guest list. Oh, all right.
The bar
Yeah.
holds 80.
Yeah. Here's your $5.
Yeah.
Here's $20 for us for beer. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Send you on your way, boys. We paid to play tonight. Nice.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No, hopefully those days are.
We got some good beer tickets that night.
Yeah.
They are good
How
though.
much
A lot of bars don't even do
exposure,
beer
yes.
tickets.
Most of the bars we do is, 2 drink tickets per member. These guys like a lot more now because I quit drinking, so now they get 3 each instead of 2 each. So,
big
I
up.
mean,
3-0. It's a magic number. Yeah, it is.
is 3 the magic number?
Yeah.
It's 9, isn't it? I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
that's
Oh.
Paul McCartney. Number 9. Number 9. That's Revolution number 9.
I was thinking it was 2, but that's...
John, is it?
Is the longest night.
Oh.
Yeah.
3 like Blind Melon.
Yeah.
3-0. I'm like,
you guys got a song for 4?
of course we do.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war. That's it.
5, 6, 7, 8. Mark use that hand to masturbate.
Gross.
I declare thumb war.
5, 6, 7, 8. Try to keep your thumb straight.
I thought you were gonna say something
Bow,
about
bow.
Is that how that goes? I
Yeah.
never knew the
Okay.
actual
Ah.
thumb war.
Christ!
Bass player fucking hands.
Yeah, mine was always like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's declare a thumb war. Get to your corner and fight.
Okay.
Like I didn't know the
didn't
5,
do
6,
that.
7,
Yeah.
8. Make sure your thumb stays
I was
straight.
getting ready
Your
to.
hand just looked like a tarantula fucking. Wham!
Yeah.
I love
Look at
it.
these
It's like
little
a-
girly
through the-
things. Look at those things.
It's all
Those
the
are
knuckles.
those are man hands there.
Yeah. Meat sausages.
Well,
There's no moisturizer on those.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Should see my father's hands.
Now, Dad's thumb looks like a toe. Big toe.
Oh, yeah.
He chopped it off with a saw one time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
That's what happened.
didn't have much skill with that saw. Anyway, he brought it to the hospital.
Man, I kind of get it now. I see
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
It's unbelievable.
And think, in a couple days, I'm gonna have to sit in a car for 18 hours listening to this.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll probably go, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I like doing that sometimes. So, so what? The thumb? Back to the thumb? What's
Yeah.
going on?
The Dad's thumb. He got cut off, so he put it in ice, took it up to the hospital, and they sewed it back on. So now his nail, like, I don't know, man, it grows over the edge.
Oh, what?
It looks so weird. There's like layers, and his thumbnail's like that thick. For you watching at home, let's say 1/4 inch maybe. Yeah. Oh, it looks
Around there.
so
Oh,
weird,
my
man.
Lord,
He's got to
what
clip it, but he like soaks it for a while and then clips it. Oh man, I've been watching his thumb stuff. Kids like, what is that?
Right.
We
dude?
call it the
Disgusting.
lobster claw.
Those hands look like boxing
We love
gloves. And just
I keep forgetting there's a camera because you're like, for those people looking, I'm like, what are you talking? Oh yeah.
Hey.
hi. Camera's not this way. The camera's up here.
Doesn't that screw you up? I want to put
Oh,
it like
yeah.
I want to get a mannequin and like or something and like the rest of it so it feels like I'm talking to somebody and talking to the people. or
That's a
something.
good idea.
I'm too.
Man, they've got heads at Value Village.
They
They're
do.
like $3, but they're only just styrofoam
winners
ones.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, head works.
Yeah.
Just, get some
Everybody wants a little head.
Sharpies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some head.
Al Snow style.
$3 head.
Oh my god.
Where was the store at?
Yeah, we are trying to get a head start on this one.
But yeah, I needed something because that is hard. Like those blue lights on it are not bright enough. I don't even know what they do.
Just stare at the screen.
Yeah, makes
That's
it
what I
look like
do.
a transformer.
Hey,
Yeah,
everybody.
really. Eh?
No, it's good. You don't have to look at the camera. Isn't that like a trick they teach you? Don't
Yeah.
look at the camera.
Yeah.
Don't look at the camera.
Yeah.
Like this cross-eyed.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Yeah. Really though.
Yeah. Dude, you just wait till you see this because I'm gonna zoom right in your face.
Give me one of those like right into the
I don't
camera.
know if I can do it again.
Crazy eyes.
So good at it too.
Yeah, you've done that once or twice.
I guess so. Actually, I did it for the first time a few months back, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I can actually do that." So I started doing it all the time.
You guys remember like flipping your eyelids inside out?
Oh
I didn't
yeah.
do that.
Like
That's gross.
I actually tried. I used to do it all the time when I was younger. I
Yeah,
tried to do
man.
it recently. I can't do it anymore.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
I don't know. I never did it since
Oh,
I was
dude,
like
this
8.
is-
It's hard to do. It's hard to do when you grow up. I don't know what it is.
I never even tried it. No, John, I'm not even
It's
gonna
the
bother.
finger.
No.
Travis is like, I'm doing it.
Oh yeah, it happened.
Oh, we just played. Our hands are probably dirty from gear. I'm not touching.
Oh,
my
wash
eyes.
their hands.
Yeah. There's how many sinks have you come across?
You don't use those.
Yeah,
I come in the sinks.
I don't miss that one. What was it?
Oh my
Usually use the toilet or the sock or something.
Oh
Napkins.
my god.
Picture of Judy Gill.
Roommates.
Oh my god.
It explains so much.
Actually, there's a funny story I heard there was last night outside the hotel, and I'll keep the guy's name out of it. But he was
Doug.
working up at the Halifax Pop Explosion all like a couple weeks ago, and apparently their last night they had a few wobbly pops, and they went back to the place they're staying at, and he sleptwalked in the middle of the night, and walked into his buddy's room, and just stared at them while they were sleeping. And the buddy woke up and looked at him and said, "What's up, man? How can I help you?" And he goes,
It's a polite way to say that.
yeah. He goes, he just looks at me and goes, do you guys need any help loading out gear?
Oh my god!
And I thought it was hilarious. Like, you know you had a long week when that's what you're doing, sleepwalking. And he goes, that's not the best part. The best part, all I was wearing was a hoodie. Like, oh, that's so great.
Now I'm trying to think of who told us that, because it's not really a guy named Doug, but...
No.
that was good.
Yeah.
I'll leave his name out of it. Doug.
Doug.
Doug. No, his name wasn't Doug. But
That's funny. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's muscle memory right there.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
man.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad when your roadies get it though.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst part, loading out gear.
You should
It
have
was
given
raining last
AC30.
night.
Here you go, carry
Yeah.
that.
Actually, I was talking outside. I left one of my shakers in my bedroom back home.
Yep.
And I was outside, and one of the guys driving the shuttle was there, and I was talking like, "Oh shit, I left the shaker in my room." And he was like, "Oh, is it a different spot? I can drive you over there." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "Where are you going?" I said, "To Glasgow." The boy just looked at me. And goes, "What? Wait, what?" Thought I had a hotel in Glasgow.
Yeah.
No, just, it's home.
No, actually at home.
Yeah, you guys obviously took advantage of the hotel down here. You didn't drive back and forth.
Now we're
No,
just
we
staying at
actually
buddy's
stayed with
place.
friends.
Oh, really?
But I found out today that there was actually, I guess there was like discounts for the bands for the hotel and stuff like that.
Oh, I
too.
thought those were a part of the deal with
No.
you guys.
No.
You can get
Yeah,
like
I
you can
always
get
wondered
hotel
how-
buyouts and stuff like that. I guess.
Oh, okay.
instead of
Yeah,
any sort
like
of-
Music Nova Scotia Week, obviously they're trying to bring in artists in, and it's a showcase for the artists too, so
Yeah,
the
yeah.
artists have a thing, but I always wondered how that accommodations...
Yeah, you've got to
Thing
deal with
where-
your own accommodations. Well, they've
Yeah.
got people in, like delegates in, and they have people in from like the UK. You got
Yeah.
people in from all over the
yeah,
world.
So
right.
this year was like the
So that's what it is.
Three
just-
Amigos. There's Canada, USA, and Mexico.
Yeah.
that they were focusing on. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
delegates from everywhere.
So I think like a lot of the funding goes to bringing them over, making sure they've got spots to stay, people
Yeah.
staying with them, which is cool. Like
Yeah,
that
it
gives
is.
you a chance to talk to people you never get a chance to talk to, and new networks, new
Yeah.
people to connect with. So it's always a good gamble for the bands to go play
Yep.
yeah.
and do we do best play music.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just comes back to that same thing too. You have to put in the effort and you have to put in the ambition
Yeah.
for it. I mean, I hate to say
You're
it,
not
but
gonna
you're
get
not
a
gonna
hand-me-out,
yeah, you're not
yeah.
you're not
No,
gonna get
man.
head sitting at your computer trying to send off emails. You have to go face to face and
Yeah.
talk to people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
no,
Yeah.
exactly.
They wanna
Faces,
see
everything.
Full picture.
Makes a
Yeah.
good impression too, though, right?
Yeah.
Like when I see you guys, like I'm just like, oh well, I mean, they're obviously here to fucking kick ass. Like, you know what I mean?
Ready to rock.
It's hard to fucking read an email and be like, yeah, we're a really kick ass band. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like the
this one
same
out.
thing.
That's
It's
the
generic
most
shit.
awkward thing is to play yourself up like that. Like just come see us.
I got asked to. I was playing in this band, a buddy of mine. It was a fucking like a basically a wedding band.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
like country. It was like my breakfast at Tiffany's.
I love
Yeah.
that.
And I apologize, guys.
That was
Never
a
had
solid
breakfast at
name,
Tiffany's,
so-
but I'm assuming it'd be expensive.
But
And I said, what about?
unless you're Pretty Woman or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we played. Fuck, what was I getting with this thing?
Wedding band.
Wedding band played with
Talk
them.
yourself up. Possibly.
Yeah, I did.
We were talking
Emails.
about sending off emails.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
right.
emails.
Good. Thank you very much. Okay, so Buddy, I just joined the band, whatever, and like the first week, Buddy was like, "I want you to write up the description of the band and blah blah blah." And I don't know these guys. He's like, "And I want you to put in that we're from Halifax and not like." And I'm like, "Well, none of us live in Halifax." And that was the first ordeal with me. I'm like,
I'm not from Halifax.
I don't like this shit already. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now
Right
I
off
gotta
the hook.
fucking try to pretty everybody up when I hate doing that to myself anyway. Like, you
yeah,
know,
right off the bat.
trying to
you knew
convince
it.
somebody how awesome we are just seems like really terrible. I just rather have like
Come see us.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you need to say. Yeah,
What I like
right.
to say is if all the bands in Nova Scotia were one of them. that's about it.
Yeah.
That's what we should put in our
that is
description.
one fact right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I bet all the bands in Nova Scotia were one of them. That's the headline right there.
there you go.
We should really look into that. New description tomorrow.
Sure, why not?
Fuck yeah.
I'll let you do it
All right.
because you know I'll forget.
That's like 57 letters, guys.
Yeah. 50
Okay.
That's a lot of work.
It is. And then you probably have like a 60 limit character.
Yeah, you might have to do a spell check.
That's what I don't like about Twitter. Twitter's like not enough characters.
Oh,
What is it like?
Do you want another one of these? I'll run up and
Always.
get you one.
you grab me one of those.
Oh yeah.
keep my audience entertained.
Well, let's play them a song.
Yeah, might as well play a song.
Rio, it's a magic number. Yeah, it is.
Actually, I was gonna run that. You're good.
Sounds good, Gary.
Right on.
Turn this recording down when you're doing
Should be alright, shouldn't we?
it. No, that's a sensitive mic, man.
Okay.
Tried it earlier. It was crazy. It might be alright now. I turned the recording right down. I just want to make sure it doesn't jump too much.
Let's play some Tom Petty.
Yeah, there you go.
Try it out.
My sister got lucky, married a hippie, took him for all he was worth. Now she's a swinger, dating a singer, and I can't decide which is worse. But I mean, baby, I got you to save me. You're so bad, best thing I ever had. World gone mad. You're so bad. My sister's ex-husband came on over, walks around all facing her. Now she's got nothing, head in the oven, and I can't decide which is worse. But I mean, baby, I got you to save me. You're so bad, best thing I ever had. The world gone mad. You're so bad, you're so bad, yeah. But not me, baby. I got you to save me. You're so bad, best thing I ever had. In a world gone bad. You're so bad. You're so bad, best thing I ever had. In a world gone mad. You're so bad.
Fuck yeah, man. That's
A little bit of Tom Petty pop.
Yeah, he.
Jesus Christ, you guys sound good. Fuck.
You're just too kind.
We need to fucking live closer. Where are you guys living now? Where are you at?
I just bought a mini home in Port Hastings.
Okay, where are you
So he's
living?
right out. He's right out across the causeway.
Yeah,
going into
just
Cape
right across the
Breton.
causeway.
So yeah, he's
Really?
Yeah,
he's
like-
a caper now.
Yeah, he's,
right off the
he's
road.
gonna get one of the
Christ.
Adair by accents here. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty well.
Pretty much already has one. There were only like what 5 minutes from the other side. Anyway.
Some records, where are you living?
I'm Pictou County. So there's about an hour and 20 between us all.
He lives 15 from me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sort of. Well, yeah, not really.
So there's like
In
an hour and
between
20
Lane and
between
me.
them and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between Andre and me, Travis is on the way. Even though Travis usually has to go pick up Andre.
No.
So,
Yeah, I just hopped in with him.
Yeah.
So we meet at the garage.
how does your songwriting work? How does this go?
So, a lot of the times I'll have a song.
Me and Marcus will get together. We'll write something. We'll write the lyrics and everything. We'll bring it to Andre and say, just don't change anything. You just sing this. Shut up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
slap.
Yeah.
Dance monkey.
Yeah.
Of course. So that's how my
Very-
bands work too.
Very much a fascist sort of idea. Yeah.
And we want that on record for when it comes down to SoCan. And everybody's doing
The boys
to
are
it.
slow with SoCan, so I already got 100% every song.
Yeah.
Before they even know. Steal their lyrics, right?
That's something. That's something. While we're on the topic of that for a second, when I watched Gord Downey's that special that
Yeah.
they had on him, it really hit me that bands it works like that, eh? Like
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck, man, that's crazy. And then how he just wanted neutral, like everybody. To
Everybody
be
gets
cool.
the exact same amount of money.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be. In all fairness.
I say yes
depends on
and
the
no.
band.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
some bands like
Eagles.
well, I don't even want to say Eagles.
Yeah,
There's
Eagles, right?
I mean,
that was a
there's
big one.
certain
Lots of different
bands that
songwriters.
their main singer. I don't want to let's say Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Just because we're right there. I've seen the poster on the wall there.
Led Zeppelin.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Dave writes pretty much all the songs, and
He writes the
Brings
whole
the-
song.
and on
Yeah,
the drums and everything.
But
But at the same time, like, people like the Foo Fighters, of course, and they're one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not too many people know the rest of the band members' names unless you're a diehard fan, really.
Yeah,
But
right.
everybody knows who Dave Grohl is.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yeah.
Nirvana.
It's Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, I've been listening to the guy before Foo Fighters were a band.
Yeah.
So, something like that, I can understand a band like that where he would get a little bit more of the royalties for songwriting
He
and stuff like
definitely put them on the map. Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
And he,
The first album was only him.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
every single guitar, every single bass, every single drum
Yeah.
track, and
and
the
the
vocals.
most badass thing was turning down Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Tom
He
Petty,
turned down
Yeah,
Tom
Honeybee.
Petty.
That's
Yeah.
why we used to play Honeybee.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of that.
Yes,
I seen Dave Grohl play it, and I was like, "Oh my
Yeah,
god,
we're playing
what
that.
is this?" Yeah, and then
Such
I
a good
actually
song,
started
man.
listening to the
Yeah.
song. I was like, "Yeah, tame, but I'm gonna play it like him."
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like, should I just start this new band or what? No. Yeah, Tom Petty. Who are you again? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
That's what.
And then go on to be Grohl's the biggest rock star of our
Oh, of
course.
time. Biggest.
But then to get back onto the royalties, tragically, with Gord being like, no, I don't want that to come down. You know, there's this many of us in the band. Everybody gets a certain amount
It's a
of cut.
collective effort.
That's such a good thing. Like, it doesn't matter if you're writing all the songs and, oh, that guy is, the bass player. I'm not taking on bass players. But that guy's the bass player, so the guitar player's gonna have to show him the song before the thing. But he's still getting the same amount of money as the guy that wrote the song.
Lyricists, from what I understand, lyricists get songwriting privileges, I guess, because in terms of music, the lyrics are pretty much the only thing you can copyright because you can't copyright chord progressions, you
No.
can't copyright riffs, you can just copyright
Isn't there
lyrics.
like a myth that like Beatles used every chord progression known or something like that?
There could be, yeah.
Something like
Something
that.
like that.
Yeah,
But-
like, you can only do so many. I think it's like 3 changes the same before you gotta. Like, what was it? Ice Ice Baby took Under Pressure from Queen.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
he did was add the.
Yeah,
right.
And it was
Nothing
fine.
they could do about it.
Yeah.
Just,
Like,
yeah.
it's nuts.
And the lyricist, yes, but the band also has to put in collective work to make the song
Yeah.
as
That's-
catchy as to
That's
sell
what you
the
call,
song,
like,
you know
a
what I
composer
mean?
credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Writing
Oh,
credit
okay.
and composing credit.
Right, right.
I mean, it
So-
can only go so far before. Oh, that song sounds like. You're right because
Yeah.
There's only
music's
so
been
many
here
We're running
for
out of
forever.
options here.
Yeah,
Every
Like,
folk song, F, C, and G, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, just throw a capo on it. Now it's not F, C, and G.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Thankfully, I'm the only person that knows what a
Popular's
capo
popular.
is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, but capos are good. They're so good.
So before you guys start robbing each other blind of money, how does your songwriting go?
Well, it depends, really. Like, I do a lot of writing, and especially over the winter months, we do sheet metal and ironworking as well. We haven't done it in the last little while because we've just really been.
Is
busy
that
with
why
music.
you were going out west?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
3 years ago, we were out west.
Were you
for
were
a
going
full
out
year.
west too?
Yeah.
I was at West.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, so we were doing that, and we played out there on the weekends and partied a lot, and just wasted our money away. But that was just
Oh,
that was just growing
Just
pains.
bought guitars.
Yeah, he was smart. See, I was like, early 20s, like woo.
Yeah.
But I'm
Who
glad I
wants to
got it
get
out
drunk
there.
tonight?
Exactly. So it didn't save any money out there, but it
That
was
was his
fun.
party years. Mine are just.
I've been there, done that, except I wasn't early 20s.
How close are
No.
you guys in age?
You're 23.
How old are
Am
you?
I?
Nobody likes you.
No, we're 3 years apart.
You're the redheaded stepchild. Hey man, I'm a bass player too. I feel your pain.
Travis is our lead bass player.
Yeah, I play
Okay.
rhythm guitar with solos. Sometimes solos.
And he's the lead bass
Lead
player.
bass player, yeah.
Nice.
Lead percussionist.
Lead cowbell.
Lead
Yeah.
cowbell.
We started putting a cowbell into some of our songs, so you know.
Every
Now
song
it's
should have
percussion.
cowbell. Cowbell's
It's
so
well
good.
for
It's just
Just need some more cowbell.
You do.
Yeah,
need-
just
keep in the mix. You know.
Yeah, well, we'll bury
I guess.
it in the mix, you know?
God.
That's where the name came from.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
Wilbury-
literally
Traveling
the Traveling
Wilburys.
Wilburys. Because they added so many things. It's like, you guys are adding another part? Oh, we'll just bury it in the mix.
There's like, well,
And
no,
they started writing together.
Oh, really?
Is that
Yeah.
really it?
no,
Yeah,
I think
man.
what it was George Harrison's
No, seriously.
album,
Seriously?
and there was crackling going on one of the preamp channels or something. And then he said,
We'll bury it in
Well,
the
you're
mix,
just you're just changing what he just said. Like, see, there you go. Nobody knows the truth because you're already changing it. It's like that game.
No,
that
see,
you
Cloud
play.
Nine, look up.
Here's the truth.
Cloud
Guess what we're
Nine.
doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Giving
I
it
just
a-
want the X
Give it one of those
No,
wieners if
start
you keep
playing
smoking.
right now.
It's like when you're in elementary school and like you do that little game in class where it's like what was
Chinese
it called?
Whisper, man.
Yeah, yeah. You say something.
Oh
you,
yeah,
like,
and it
pass
came
it
out the
on.
other
Yeah,
end
right.
complete.
Are you
ass
I always
backwards.
change it. I was
Yeah,
the kid
and you
that
go
changed
into-
it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's always that
Exactly.
one
We're gonna listen
asshole that completely
Of
changes.
course, man. I was the shithead in school.
Yeah.
Nah, of course you're the shithead in school. Like, make fart jokes. Well,
Yeah.
I still
It
love
started
fart
off with
jokes.
"Hi, how are you?" It ended with something to do with farts.
Yeah, man.
Andre.
Yeah.
I farted on your face. Hi, how are you? I farted on your face.
Yeah, smelled like a good idea at the time.
Jesus Christ.
Music class. That's where I started. Like, that's where
That's
I
where
started.
we used to do it too.
Chinese
That
Whisper.
was gym class. I grew up in Milford. Everything's ass backwards in
Okay.
Milford. Don't
Back
worry about
asswards.
it.
This is the second time,
Back
or
asswards.
third time I heard about Milford today.
Where is
Really?
Milford?
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
in
know where it was. I thought it was like
between
Halifax.
Shuby and Elmsdale.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, what, 30 minutes?
20 minutes.
20 minutes
Okay.
from here.
Do you know Billy Nogler?
No.
Man, you look just like him. Like, one of my good buddies growing up. Like, I mean, like,
Really?
Die-hard Habs fan.
no, he's a Bruins fan.
You must
I'm a
send me a
Flames
picture
fan.
of this guy sometime.
yeah.
There's another guy. Actually, when
gonna
I
see-
grew up, I never met the guy.
Actually
I heard
find it.
about this Matt Heisen or Heisner or some guy. Apparently, he looked like me when I had short hair.
Yeah, like Billy's got
But
short
his
hair
name
now.
was like Matt Heisen or close to Eisen. I
Oh,
was like,
yes.
Heisenberg?
what? I don't know. I was just like, I don't want to meet this guy because doppelgangers, one of them died. I like avoid it.
Look through the pictures if you need to.
I don't know.
See, I don't know.
I
see
don't
it.
really see that.
Okay.
I don't have any kids.
No, he doesn't have kids. This guy right
You
here.
know of.
You just gotta close one eye and sort
I
of make
can
it feel
kinda see
blurry,
it.
and then
Yeah.
you can get it.
Look up.
You can never.
We have the same
You never look
cheekbones.
at
Is
that
somebody
what
and
it
be
is?
like,
Yeah, we
"Oh,
have the
I
same
look like
cheekbones.
that."
Alright.
You don't see it.
Steve Nash, the wrestler.
Steve Nash. You
It's
mean Kevin Nash?
Kevin, is that his name? Kevin
Nash,
Nash?
the ball player.
Steve's
Oh, okay.
basketball, yeah.
I think they're brothers.
Are they?
I don't know. Sounds like something that could be true, but probably not.
I think one's like 5'7", the other one's like 6'9".
Yeah, big sexy Kevin Nash, Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
man,
Yeah, he was the one that played. Yeah, that's right. I was trying to
he
remember
played
that.
Kane at one point too.
Didn't he
Like,
play
No,
center?
he didn't, did he?
yeah, for like a year.
What?
Yeah. Like
Who is
90
Kane?
Yeah,
Had
yeah,
no
and-
problem for that year.
Glenn Jacobs.
Diesel was the guy that
Wow,
played
you
Kane.
are like a
They did
wrestling buff, eh?
Undertaker's Mark Calloway.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Dude,
know
I used
your
to love
shit.
wrestling.
I did not
So,
know
like,
that.
if
Man,
I
it's
asked
named
you to
after
do,
a wrestler.
I'm not gonna let you do DDT on me, but I was like, dude, DDT, you're like, dude, I know how to do
I
that.
was wondering
Yeah.
about that.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when we were
Is it
kids,
really?
like
Well, it's
I wanted to be
Well,
a
it was like,
professional,
oh, coincidence.
professional wrestler.
Andre
before I knew.
Pettipas,
Yeah.
and they were like, actually,
Yeah.
That's pretty.
these guys have
I'm
been named
not
for the
even
band
knocking
before I
that.
joined.
No.
I used to watch the
hold on,
shit
hold
out
on.
of wrestling when I was a kid.
Hardy Boys?
Just gonna realize there's
Because
two conversations.
Basically,
Yeah.
because
Just gonna
my
start going,
parents would not let me watch it,
So you watched it.
so I
we'll cut
watched
that
it.
Of course you did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, my parents say no.
I'm gonna
My
do
body
it.
says yes. It's like the
My
Michael
mind's
Jackson
telling me
song.
no.
Yes, but my body.
My body's telling me yeah. Yeah, one of those. But yeah, wrestling is. I haven't watched it in years, but it's so good.
So Marcus just said something about the name of your band. Go ahead, finish this up.
Well, the fact that it was originally called Andre Pettipas and the Andre Pettipas Giants featuring Andre Pettipas, but it was too long to put on the marquees.
What?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
The marquee couldn't wait.
Basically, I used to play, as you guys know, I used to play the bar band, and we were playing down in Antigonish before, and Andre came in, and me and Andre knew each other for years from playing old shows.
Since we were both this tall.
Yeah, about that tall, pretty much.
Mark's
I'm
still that
still,
tall,
still
but-
about that tall.
So like grade 8.
Yeah, you know.
Grade 8, 9, for real.
First year of college. Just kidding, I didn't go to college.
We're not smart enough for that.
But anyway, no, it was like 10 years ago when we first met up, and then we kind of just stayed in touch over the years. But he was down one day, and we were playing in Antigonish, and he was saying, "Oh, I just started this project with my brother. You should come play drums." And then I went home and I listened to something. They posted something up online. It was a cover of one of the things he did. I'm not sure if it was like Gin Blossoms or something like that.
Probably.
And it was like Andre Pettipas and the Giants. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And I was like, Andre Pettipas and the Giants. Andre the Giant. Okay, I like wrestling. I like that name. Okay, cool. And I was like, Andre Pettipas and the Giants. Who else is in this band? Oh, it's just Travis right now. Where's the S coming from? Okay. Okay, gotcha.
One more
and then,
giant.
That's funny.
and then it came to the point. We went down and I went down on I think it was like a Thursday or something like that, almost 3 years ago. And
That's nuts.
yeah, went down on the Thursday, practice that night, 3
First time.
songs for our very first practice. The next day we were in the studio in North Sydney recording
shit.
the album.
Jesus
Yeah, it was
Christ.
just like, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've had the songs, like, at that point, it was like, we had these songs, like, we gotta do something.
Yeah.
It's like, this was after, I had a brain virus at that time. I had encephalitis.
Brain virus?
Yeah.
So I landed home from out west. I was
What
a
is-
bit of a wreck.
What does that
Yeah,
shit do?
just
It's called
rewind.
encephalitis.
Right.
So I was taking seizures and whatnot. Like,
Oh, I thought you had syphilis.
no, that's sniffleitis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Syphilis.
What it was
Definitely
is
not
like-
syphilis.
He must have hit his head somewhere down the line, and like a bacteria, or
Yeah.
I guess it was was it a virus?
Viral. Yeah.
Yeah, it was virus. Like went into his brain, and then it made it
So,
swell up. I think
Yeah, the
that's
day I got home
basically what it is.
from Alberta, I was laying in my parents' house, and I was freezing. So I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, shaking. I had a seizure, and I landed in the hospital that morning. Like the ambulance came, got me. Had another seizure. Had 3 seizures within like 4 hours, and they gave me a spinal tap, trying to figure out what was wrong with me.
Oh my Jesus.
So I went like, this
is
is
a
like
good
when
movie,
we
by the
first
way.
started.
Yeah. Turned up to 11.
Spinal Tap, what up? Anyway, yeah, this is when we first started playing. Like, so it was like 6 months. I couldn't drive or I couldn't work. So I was like, well, I had a lot of time to think about stuff. And
I was out west at the time.
Yeah, he was out west.
because we just came home for Christmas break.
And he was supposed to go back out,
Yeah,
but I had to stay home. I couldn't do anything. I was like, well, I can't drive. I can't work. I was like, I'm just gonna
Focus
play
on
music.
something,
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I survived for a reason. Let's get smart.
Yeah.
And let's just do this. So I sent Travis a couple songs I was working on, and we had this one song. One song I wrote was
Scrap
called
all of it.
Answers.
You're like, this is not my music.
Like 3 months prior to that, I climbed a crane in Halifax.
Oh, I was gonna ask you about
Yeah.
that.
So this is
That
Answers
was
was
him.
part of that. The Brain Virus was part of that song. It was just my world just going spinning, right? And that's what that song was about. Just like everything going wrong. It's like, why me? Like what did I do to deserve this kind
It
of
was
thing?
actually really folky before I got to it.
Yeah, and
Turned
just,
into like a hip hop tune.
Oh, really?
it's just like, yeah, it was like,
really folky before.
Yeah, it was.
it's still kind of folky.
Yeah.
Travis just plays Dr. Dre bass line to it,
Yeah,
which is good.
yeah. I digress. That's a little hidden tidbit for the hardcore group.
Yeah, so like
For APG fans.
after that, it was just had these songs ready to go, and I was like, all right, I don't want to give up music now. It's like
Yeah.
this is what I think this was a sign to go for real, and so yeah, I met Marcus at the bar that night. They were playing, and I was talking to Marcus a few days before that. He's like, we're playing in Antigonish this Saturday. Like, I'm gonna go check it out. I haven't seen Marcus in like 10 years, so I met him at the bar, and they were playing. We chatted afterwards. That's what he was saying. Like 3 days later,
He did this cool thing on,
He was-
on his ride symbol.
he was hitching on the ride. I sent Travis video. I was like, look at this guy playing the ride. I was like, we need this guy. Yeah.
What was I doing?
You were
You were
just
going doon or something.
you were taking a
you
nice
were
ride
playing
solo,
the
and I was
ride.
like, Oh yeah.
You were in that
Yeah.
part in Great Big Sea.
No, it wasn't that.
It very well could have been. Like the same thing I do in answers?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's what I was like, all right, this is gonna work for that song. That's kind of how it sparked.
You need that
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
This is new to me.
Yeah.
That's pretty
He's
cool.
like, you've been telling me this whole time.
It's just for
You
one.
signed me up for that one ride thing on Answers.
Hey man, this has been almost 3 years of awesomeness. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you guys are freaking killing it. That's awesome.
It's good now. Like after all this stuff,
Get a schooner. Get a schooner.
have another
Just
one, Trav.
one of them.
Yes,
Sure.
bud. We got free
Are you
free
going
shuttles
home?
all night.
I'm good for mine.
I'm good on this one for now, man. Yeah, we've got shuttles all night. You guys want to play answers?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
sure, you
you
wanna
gotta
play
play answers now.
Yeah, I think that's a.
So
This is
somebody
the
just
very
walks
first
up the
song.
stairs, so I mean it's now it's tradition. As soon as somebody leaves, a song comes out. I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this was the very first song we wrote for the project, I guess. For
Hold on a sec.
Hey Matt, when you come downstairs, light foot it.
It'd be like boom, boom, boom.
I'll sneak up on you. Your job's
This is awesome, man. This is a treat.
Thanks.
It's nice having you guys over. Thanks again.
Right back at you. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen Gary in a while.
Yeah, man, it's good company.
Second time around, so much has changed. Breathe the skills and fight to stay. A fearless gesture led by grace. That look you gave, things are okay. And who cares what they're gonna say? Scattered words are worth nothing anyway. And who knows what we're gonna do? All I wanna do is stay gold with you. Paint my name with slander. Let it dry you by itself. This fucked up life never gives you answers you need. Are you feeling all you know? Seems to disappear. This fucked up life gets better the more you read. This wicked sounds as a pair. Happiness always finds better. This road is all set in stone. Walked in this mountains and sent back home. And who cares what they're gonna say? Scattered words are worth nothing anyway. And who knows what we're gonna do? All I wanna do is stay gold with you. Paint my name with slander. Let it dry you by itself. This fucked up life never gives you answers you need. Are you feeling all you know? Seems to disappear. This fucked up life gets better the more you breathe. And I look into the coffin, see my face looking back. And I look into her eyes and see my soul is back. And I look into the coffin, see my face looking back. As I listen to the sound of your voice. And I look into the coffin, see my face looking back. And I look into her eyes and see my soul is back. And I look into the coffin, see my face looking back. As I listen to the sound of your answer. Paint my name with slander. Let it dry you by itself. This fucked up life never gives you answers you need. Are you feeling all you know? Seems to disappear. This fucked up life gets better the more you breathe. It gets better.
That's a terrific fucking song. I love that.
The bridge in that song was wrote for my mother. She took care of me while I was sick and stuff. She was like
She takes care
pretty
of
well, yeah.
Right.
She's the mom to all of us, right?
Yeah.
Marcus is her third son. But anyways, I was
Favorite son.
I was down and out. Like, I thought I was gonna die,
Really.
and I was just like, looked at her. She kept me alive.
Really. That's awesome, man.
And I will put this on record that the best unstuffed cabbage rolls ever.
Yeah.
Oh, the unstuffed cabbage rolls.
I could eat probably 5 or 6 bowls.
Wait,
of
what
that.
did you say?
Unstuffed cabbage
Unstuffed
rolls?
cabbage rolls.
Unstuffed?
So instead of normal cabbage rolls, it's basically like a stew.
Pump full of air?
Pump full of like juicy air.
Is it just cabbage?
Man, it's just you cut up the cabbage.
It's all the
boil-
ingredients.
Yeah,
It's all the
boil it all
ingredients,
together.
like a
Ground
stew.
beef.
Okay.
You throw some hot
Okay,
sauce
but
in
it's like
there
a
and-
giant
Yeah.
stew deal.
Yeah.
I hate
Pretty
that
much
at all.
every time I would go down there, like when I first had it and I said how good it was, like every time I would go down to visit,
My makes it point.
She catches on.
she would make
pretty
it.
quick.
And then, like, we practice in the glass. We practice at this beautiful little studio in Pictou County in Hopewell called Sea Level Sound. And Gord Stenser, the owner, and him and Cheryl, they're nice enough that they let us come in and rehearse there. And we used to practice there like every Tuesday, pretty much. These guys would make the drive down. But it got to the point where we were practicing like every Tuesday that the boys would be coming down and Travis would be like, "Oh yeah, here," and give me a Tupperware container full of unstuffed cabbage.
Mom sent this up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Care package.
So,
And
yeah.
then there's the other time that he went and made it himself too, and he brought me down the fucking pot, like the actual pot just off the oven. Like,
I don't
No
really like it. I
Tupperware.
don't really like it myself.
He
I
wanted
know
to make
Marcus does. So
Yeah.
just- here you
That's
go.
awesome, man.
So
He's not
don't put it in a
stuff.
Tupperware container or like a bowl. Or, here's the pot. Give me the pot back when you're done with it.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
really
you
dirty
pot
more
it out.
dishes than you have to.
No, exactly. You're right.
It's true, man. I eat Kraft dinner out of the pots.
I ate the cabbage rolls right out of the
Oh
pot
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Why not?
Man,
Why not?
I hate doing dishes.
Yeah.
no,
But-
I hate me and Matt were talking about laundry is the worst.
Laundry's
Folding
pretty.
clothes.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
hate
never
folding
mind.
clothes. I don't like
Yeah,
doing laundry.
yeah.
Folding
Well,
clothes is
laundry's
the shitty
easy.
part.
Just chuck it in,
Yeah,
throw some
man.
soap, turn on the water, done. Chuck it out, throw in the dryer, turn on the air.
Leave it in the
It's
dryer
done.
for like 5 days and realize where all your shirts are.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then but when it comes to like shit, now I gotta like a basket, a mound full of clothes.
Clothes
I'm like,
mound.
I gotta put
You know
these
what
away.
my father does, and this changed my game altogether. He's like, just take it, fold it in half, and then roll it up.
Oh yeah, that's what we do with our merch.
That's what I do with their, whenever we
Do
get
you have any
merchandise.
merch with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do send it in the car.
Yeah, bud.
Like,
Um,
get some music off you guys.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Take that.
Whoa.
Man, that last song was awesome.
Whoa.
It's still
Thanks, man.
resonating in my head like crazy.
There's
right
the
now.
digital downloads.
Yeah, we don't have any physical copies
So
yet.
those
but
are,
you guys
instead
have
of doing the
those.
normal cards, we do those because they're actually the digital download and
And
it's a sticker.
The sticker's right on the front.
Oh,
Just
what?
the code's right there. Yeah, that's a sticker. So we
Oh,
got two
nice.
birds stoned
Sweet.
at once with
Awesome.
that.
Yeah.
This is going on the computer.
Nice.
Nice.
I seen somebody wearing. Was you wearing a black leather jacket? That's
Me.
not your black.
No,
leather.
they all.
That's my
do.
jacket.
Is
That's
that
exactly
your
yeah.
jacket?
That's
So-
another story about
That's on the
that.
floor downstairs.
I really like the name. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, keep going.
I really like the name Grease Coast Rock.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Grease Coast? What the hell is this? So where did that come from?
It's just like we go for the outsiders vibe, right? Like just like
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
gold,
definitely.
like
So cool.
be the best you can be.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of like. Just be a nice guy, man.
Power
Don't be
positivity.
an asshole. Yeah, power positivity.
Yeah.
Like this all stemmed from when I got sick.
Mhm.
Everything just stemmed. My life went from shit, I'm gonna
That's
die to
always a nice guy.
boom.
Yeah.
No, just my way of thinking changed when I got that brain virus pretty well.
Yeah, right. As it should. I mean,
Like
Jesus.
it was just such an eye opener.
Yeah.
Like man, I could die,
Mhm.
and I was almost there. It's like just be a better person, and things will come back tenfold. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah,
just-
absolutely.
be a good person, and good things will happen to you. And over the last year, I'm even seeing it even more. You know what I mean? It's like don't be a shitty guy, and
You
that's
just
that's
don't
it.
close doors. Yeah.
Like so, the greaser vibes just
Yep.
all them. They're there for each other. Like you know how the outsiders, they might be a little bit.
Yeah, right.
They might be a little bit off the grain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're different, but they're always going to be there for each other. They've got each other's backs. It's like just your boys, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna
That's-
watch that goddamn movie.
Oh, it's so
I'm
good.
all
watched it
pumped
there.
up. You guys
Yeah.
get me so excited about everything. I'm just like, Jesus, give me that movie.
Yeah, outsiders.
Well, that's really cool, man. I dig that a lot.
S.E. Hinton actually sponsors us to talk about it.
Yes, I've got.
I think everybody has that book at home that they stole from their school.
I didn't steal from school. The girlfriend actually gave it to me like a couple months ago. I was like, man,
Okay.
I've got like 4 copies
I
of the
read
movie.
this 6 times in school.
Grade 6, man. 6 times in grade 6.
Wait a minute, there is a movie about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
The cast is
I knew
insane.
there's a book
Oh,
about it.
it's all
Tom
Tom
star.
Cruise.
Mhm.
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio Estevez.
Uh-huh.
Patrick
Really was in
Swayze.
that?
Patrick.
Patrick Swayze is a
Patrick
goddamn
Swayze.
stud, eh? I mean,
He is, man.
Was a stud.
Yeah.
Still is.
Kinda.
He was
Roadhouse!
I mean,
Right?
died to death.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Is he
you
dead as
know,
fuck?
He died to death
100%
2 years ago, man.
dead.
He died today.
But the internet still lives on, which
Oh, yeah.
makes him still dreamy.
Oh yeah.
True.
Go and watch Ghost. He was that movie was fantastic.
The kid,
I don't even got panties to get wet. My panties are wet.
Just that scene of them doing the clay thing and the arms coming. I'm like, I wish I was her.
I want to add,
I mean him.
I want to add to this, but I can't because it's whatever.
Just take another drink.
yeah, it just goes.
I'll
too
show you a
far.
good.
It's like that Kermit the Frog thing. It's none of my business.
But does that movie also have the Karate Kid? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, the Karate Kid's in that too. Yeah.
Nice.
what's his? That's fucking awesome.
Right?
Did he really do much after that?
What is his name, the Karate Kid?
I can't remember. He's the only one I can't
Ralph
remember.
Macchio.
Macchio, yes, that's right.
I love movies.
Yes, you do.
Like,
Good at it.
IMDb is my shit, man.
And then the kid that
I heard
that
there's
played
another Karate Kid, but it's a remake. Like it's like
Yeah, it's Jaden Smith.
Yes.
no. This is like the
Oh, legit
Daniel
remake
and
of the-
or
Daniel-san.
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 and the bad guy. You know,
Yeah.
that guy.
What the heck?
They're grown up and something's happening. It's gonna be a corny movie. But
So it's not out yet.
No, I think it's in the making right now.
So
What about
is it,
Crossroads? You guys watch that one? Ralph Macchio's
Oh
in that
hell
too.
yeah!
Not the Britney Spears one. That one was great
Steve Vai
too.
did all the solo parts in that.
Yeah, you met him at the Crossroads.
Yeah.
Steve Vai.
Oh, shit!
that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, not the Britney Spears
They
one.
they did like the guitar duel. Or
Yeah,
something at the
man.
bar.
Does
Yeah.
Britney Spears have anything to do with? Is it the same kind of thing?
There's a movie called Crossroads. Britney Spears.
Is it really?
Is it?
Does it have anything to do with the
Is that
story?
the
You
one that
really
about
are,
the
like-
woman?
You
I
got to
love
be a
movies,
movie
man.
guru to
Isn't she the
know
one
that
that did,
Britney
like,
Spears
Boots
was
Are Made
in a
for
movie
Walking?
called Crossroads.
Well, it was actually.
What was
a
that
couple
one
months
that
ago.
all
That's
the
Dukes of
girls?
Hazzard.
Oh no, not that one. There's one where the girls are all coyotes.
Oh, Coyote.
No,
Yeah,
cut,
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good one too. I
Coyote
got that
Ugly.
one on
Spears
Blu-ray.
Matt?
No, they were
I-
way hotter than Britney Spears.
Britney Spears bald to Britney Spears like Hit Me Baby.
Oh my god.
Because her bald was pretty hot.
She's laughing
Yeah.
and shaving her head. I was like,
Oh, she looks like a punk rocker. I like it.
Poor girl. I never
Yeah.
wanted to sleep with somebody so bad in my life. Just joking. That'd be
You look. I'm not even gonna say it.
Hit me with your best shot.
This is gonna take the left turn. It's gonna go straight like our podcast we did in Charlottetown or something. Did a podcast over there with a couple
God.
buddies, and it was
What were we talking about? Betty White.
yeah, how much I wanted to sleep with Betty White.
Oh
Right?
no.
Santa
What a
Claus,
proper
Dirty
thing.
Santa
I mean,
Claus.
Yeah, we had a call in for Santa, and yeah,
I'm telling you.
you'll have to listen to it sometime. East of the Dial.
Yeah.
Yeah, East of the Dial.
Cross probe.
There, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, cross
Good
promo.
podcast there too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Were they from the PEI
PEI.
whereabouts?
Charlottetown, yeah.
Okay.
One of the guys works on the Q over there.
Oh,
Their
sweet.
radio station.
Joey
Is it
Adams.
93? Q93?
I believe
Joey Adams is his name, and
I
Chris
can't
Pryor
I
is the
can't
other
get that
fella.
station from home, so I don't know.
No?
No,
Yeah.
you
I
can
get
from
some
you,
PEI
you, you, you
stations
can from
come across, yeah.
you can from down like
Weird.
Caribou Way and stuff like
Mhm.
that, but not from my house.
We're gonna see the PEI buds this week too.
Yeah, I know in Toronto. Yeah, we're as soon as we're done here, like in Truro, we have like a day off, and then we take off to Toronto for Indie Week.
Oh,
Yeah, we leave
driving up, eh?
Tuesday. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get to see our good buddies from PEI, the Royal North.
Who's all going to be up there for bands?
I'm not sure who's in the list for Indie Week, but I know the winner goes to UK. They get all expenses paid, plus you get spending money and some
shit.
showcases.
nice.
So I kind of want to win. Do you guys want to win?
I mean,
I'm okay with it.
Can't wait to go to Ontario.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
never played Ontario.
I've only been to Northern Ontario.
he's like,
And
I
what's
don't even
going
want
on
to
in Northern
play. I just
Ontario?
want to get to Ontario.
Yeah.
They probably have some good
I
pawn
want to
shops.
get to Ontario, sleep in
Yeah,
some
yeah.
hotel
Yeah,
bed.
pick up some
Yeah.
awesome stuff, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
just stand outside the pawn shop and wait
Going
for
on-
somebody to come in, taking the guitar. Hey, you trying to pawn that? Yeah. I have crystal meth in the car. I can just trade you right now. So you want to
Save you some trouble.
They did.
Cut out
You guys
the
are
middleman.
smart.
yeah,
cut out
we
that
sell them with our
middleman.
merch.
Yeah, just
learning
hand them
so
a bag of candy.
Put it inside of our pins.
Off the record. No, we always stop at pawn shops. Like,
Yeah.
when we were
You can find some sweet deals.
You never
in pawn
know
shops.
who's gonna have
We
like
were-
a guitar that's like.
That's what I
made-
mean.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, PEI. I found Ashley McIsaac's "How Are You Today," like the gold certified record.
Love the song you guys did, by the way. But anyway, go ahead.
And yeah, he's a buddy of ours. So
Yeah.
I called him. I was like, Ashley, your gold record's here, and it says your brother's name in the back. His brother passed away a few years ago. He's like, I need that. So I was like, well, it's just here. It's not for sale. And he's like, can you get the people at the store to call me? He's like, I need that. So they called him, and we took the record home for him and
nice.
got it. It was
Nice.
like his brother who died like 4 years ago, I think it was,
Yeah,
and
crazy.
like
It
a
was
car
bad.
accident.
And the thing that got lucky is one of the owners, like daughters or something like that, was working that day.
Yeah.
And she's actually a huge Ashley McIsaac fan.
Mm-hmm.
So when they called, she was like, "Is this actually?
She was getting all
Ashley
fangirl.
McIsaac?" And yeah, that thing they didn't want to sell it, and he called them, and she was nice
Sold
enough.
for like $100.
Yeah,
What?
They
Oh
Yeah.
man.
sold
Like
to
they
me for
did
how
it.
much they,
Well,
Proper.
how much
what
they
they
made. They
paid
got
for
their money
it.
back.
Yeah,
at
man.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Right there.
No, it's good karma for them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ashley actually did his first album with Gordy Johnson,
Gordon
Big
Johnson as
Sugar.
well. Yeah,
So it's crazy how
Yeah.
small
Jesus.
the scene is, man.
yeah.
It is like
Oh, yeah.
it's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
You guys are hooked up with a lot of cool people, a lot of cool bands.
It's like
Yeah.
the circle's so tight, so small, and it's just like that close. Everything's so close. You just got to play your cards right, not overuse the contacts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just so hard to.
Don't
Oh,
sell
you
yourself.
guys are
It's like a
good,
poker
man.
game.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself. Don't sell yourself. Have a good time.
Yeah. No,
I
it's
couldn't talk for a second.
Just be real. People,
Yeah.
people,
People
can
like
see
genuine.
through
Yeah.
fake.
no.
Exactly.
Just be honest with
Be
what
you.
you do.
Yeah.
And don't burn bridges.
No.
And do
Unless
not
the bridges
say
that
stupid
suck.
things.
Like
Yeah,
those
I
bridges that have
mean,
the
like-
ropes and like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
if
those-
it's
pretty
a
much key
bridge
to
you're
life,
about
really,
to fall
don't say
through,
stupid
then just turn back, burn it.
And let
Hopefully
them
somebody
knock on.
rebuild it eventually.
Yeah.
yeah,
you go.
better one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's for sure.
And always be nice to the people on the way up, because if you're
If you
mean
fall-
to people on the way up,
Yeah.
When you fall.
yeah, you're
They
gonna meet
gotta
them all on
catch
the
you.
way back down.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly, and they're gonna be laughing at you. And
yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of times that, like, you know, it's not like we did a whole lot or some, like, you know, but we don't for these. Poop Jesus, I caught your
Yeah.
shit.
Thanks, man.
We ought to open up for these bands and stuff, and you get like a tip here, a tip there, and be like, "Hey, man, good set." Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? From like guys that you're like just looking at, and you're just like,
Idolizing.
"I want to fucking
That's-
quit when I'm like."
Yeah, the music community is for anyone listening that's not into music, hasn't been around musicians, been to shows and whatnot. Musicians in general are the most down to earth. It doesn't matter how successful you are, in 90% of the time, the most down to earth people like you're ever gonna be around. Like,
Well, they know how
this
it
guy
is.
could be making, say $100,000 a year, which is good for a musician. And then
$100 a year is good for a musician.
yeah, you're right. And then bounce down to, somebody that's playing for $150 a gig.
Yeah.
But they're still just sitting there shooting the shit.
Yeah.
No one's, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. It's like, no, dude. It's like, oh,
It is.
well, maybe
We're all
you
doing
should
the
try
same
this.
thing.
And, yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Just a lot of it is image.
It's a family.
Oh,
On the
yeah.
East Coast, anyway, it's a family.
Oh, it's such a
100%.
family, man.
Yeah.
Like the music scene is so like I can't even like.
Thank God for social media too.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like, who does all your guys' social media? Just all of you?
Yeah,
Just,
Mostly,
I do a lot
mostly
of it.
Andre.
Mostly
I
Dre,
think
He does a
Yeah.
lot of the graphic design. Travis.
We all
Travis does
try
the
and
graphic
we all try and
design.
get our own little niches.
Yeah.
We all kind of wear different hats with it.
Marcus talks.
I talk a lot.
No, it's Marcus Kosh. Close though.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
You should have his
I
own,
try not
your own
to.
show.
I
Marcus
should have
Cox.
Marcus
Mark
Cox.
talks.
Marcus Cox talks.
Makata.
Podcasting. Fucking bananas.
Yes, like it's good to share the.
No, with the genuine thing, just reminds me of like a lyric by Frank Turner.
He's so good.
Oh yeah, he says, there's rock stars. Some of them are just like us, and some of them are dicks.
Yeah.
And then that's
Dude,
exactly
you want to
what it is.
know? This stands out, and it's always going to stand out. Ever since this was a couple years before I actually got into music. And I'm going to name drop this band because this guy was a fucking dick.
I'm not hearing anything in the city.
No, all right. So so we went to the Metro Center to watch the Trues. 3 Days Grace.
Gary Cronin is the owner
And
of this
another
podcast,
band.
and I'm not responsible for anything.
Another band headlining. So buddy of mine, a good buddy of mine, was a huge fan of 3 Days Grace.
Okay, I can take that one.
Yeah. So we,
Don't know that.
you know, they were walking out or we were walking down the street. They were hanging out in their big old 3 Days Grace tour bus. Lead singer was sitting right at the front door of the tour bus, like on the steps, smoking a cigarette. Buddy of mine walked past. He's, I don't know, 14 at the time, right? He's like, "Oh, dude, Adam." He's like, "I'm a big fan. Do you mind signing this?" Do you know what the guy does?
Yeah, that's not.
Shuts
cool,
the
man.
door.
That's not cool.
Yeah, we're not friends with those guys. So like, I can listen to that.
No, but like that.
Yeah,
is-
that's not cool at all.
And
No
what-
matter who it is.
Yeah.
It takes like
That's just like, that's not even human.
10
No,
seconds.
it
Like, you know
No,
what I mean? You're
like,
not
you-
even a fucking person.
But-
it just left
No.
a bad taste in
Oh,
my mouth.
exactly, man.
Well, you're gonna
That's
meet
crazy.
people like that, and then
Yeah,
like,
well, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter music industry or not. There's always those hateful people.
and then
Yeah.
that's like I
Yeah,
find
it
that's a
doesn't
lot of
matter.
people like that are kind of like, don't want to say mid ground, but like people that are like, you're here starting off, and then you get to this level of success, then this, and then you're up here. I find everybody's usually at the near the top, or some of the most awesome people. The guys that are still struggling to get up there, they're usually the ones that are
They've hit their top.
They hit their top, and
And it's
they
not the top
they
top.
don't want to.
They're
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're petty. Like
They're probably just cranky and
Yeah.
upset that they're not getting bigger.
I
it takes
played
a lot of work too. Like you got to hand it to the
Oh,
guy, like
man.
you guys. Like it, you guys are on the road a lot. Like you said, you guys were in Andy Ganesh, Andy Ganesh. You didn't get home till 3:30.
Yeah.
You know,
Go play
drink
for
until
12.
5, and then you had to be in Halifax and play at 12.
Then we
It's
Like
played.
you got to grind
Yeah, then we,
it
then
out.
we
Played
came
that
back that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came back that night. Back
Played
that
in
we did
Nebraska
a
that
festival that
Shut
night
up.
too. After Q104.
So 3 gigs in 24 hours.
Yeah, like you got to grind it out, right?
Yeah,
Well, that's,
It's not meant for everybody. You got to really love what you're doing to
I love every
Stick with
aspect
it.
of it.
100%.
And it's
Playing
like one of those,
everything, and
It's just-
recording.
it's the battle with
Travel.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is. It's
You
like,
get inspiration.
can I do this better? Yeah, I can.
more stuff.
Again, it comes down. Nobody gets hand-me-outs. You
Exactly, you're right,
gotta
man.
grind your
Work
ass
for it.
off to.
I think that's a lot to do. Like, musicians love the grind.
Yeah.
Like, anything that's handed to you is like, I don't want it.
So do skateboarders. They also like to grind.
That's why I wanted you guys.
Ayo.
That's why I wanted you guys here. Like, this is the first. You guys were the first people that I thought of when to me. Well, you're kind of tied, I guess, for another guy, but you're like 2 months.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna bullshit you, right? It'd be rude to do that. But
Well, unfortunately, we couldn't get Joe Walsh here tonight. So
Yeah.
old lady across the street wouldn't come. But,
Yeah. Hell, yeah.
But no, you guys were like a couple months before I even started doing the podcast.
Yeah,
so I
you
was
were
like,
talking
oh
to
my
me.
god,
Yeah,
like,
that was
I have
cool.
to, if I'm gonna do something, I want these guys. But I wanted to kind of like get a few in before I tried it because
That's sweet, man. No, like when I was talking to you initially, I was like, that's sweet starting that up, and I was like, that's a perfect time for it.
And I'm so happy that if like you guys come over, like I'm just like out
This
of my
is
head
sweet.
right now.
oh yeah,
Like, I
great.
never get to hang out and just shoot the shit.
Shoot the shit, drink some beers, play
Yeah.
some tunes.
That is.
Let's play another tune.
Yeah.
You want to play the next single?
Next single.
All right. This is gonna be our next single.
Oh really?
Yeah, we.
Oh, this is some,
Doesn't have a song.
some crazy shit happening here right now.
This is kind of our. This one's called the Swedish Motel. It's about a 1978 Volvo station wagon. So where we go to practice is at the Sea Level Sound, what Marcus was saying, and it's our mentor. He basically took us under his wing the last 2 years and just had us really focusing in about our playing and our dynamics, recording, everything. And it's the Gord father, and he always told us his stories, right? So he played in the band for 30 years.
He's been playing in the band since he was a kid, but
Yeah,
they
he's a
played
retired
him
school teacher now.
from Toronto and,
And
stuff.
yeah, he's got his own studio, and he was in a band called the Saltwater Cowboys, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
get to open up for Blue Rodeo and stuff. It was
Fat,
kinda nice.
Fat Bottom Daddies. That was
Fat
another
Bottom
one.
Daddies.
Yeah,
Yeah, their tour rig was Volvo station wagon.
it was his brother's.
His brother's
car.
rig, yeah.
I fell off of one of those doing 50 kilometers an hour.
Why would you do that?
Fell
That
off
sounds
the
like a
wagon,
bad
did you?
idea.
It's just stupid.
Oh, fell off the wagon.
Jesus. He's good. He is good at it. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow his head up.
You're unbelievable. Oh, oh.
Play the song.
Anyway, yeah, this is the Swedish motel. It had flesh-colored curtains in the back, so you'll get some
Story
references
of camaraderie, longevity, and flesh-colored curtains.
and friendship.
We got the desire, we've got the need, plenty of open road and abundance of sea. It's not that we're afraid of the future, it's turning to where we've already been. Don't ask, won't tell, another rugged night. Don't ask, won't tell, another wasted life. Don't ask, won't tell, another night in paradise at the Swedish motel. To the eyes unwise, it would seem that we're running fools' errands to catch our dreams. Those flesh-colored curtains really make ends meet. So we hop in the Volvo to make last Friday repeat. Don't ask, won't tell, another rugged night. Don't ask, won't tell, another wasted life. Don't ask, won't tell, another night in paradise at the Swedish motel. At the Swedish motel, these 6 strings, broken bottoms, fill your heart's need. It's your Bible, church of rock and roll. It's full of sinners. We're in section now. They're trying to begin us. Don't ask, won't tell. Don't ask, won't tell.
Oh man, what you guys talking about?
Don't ask, won't tell.
Talking about the Swedish motel?
Don't ask, won't tell. Don't ask, won't tell. I'm in the end of the night. Don't ask, won't tell. Don't bring me back to life. Don't ask, won't tell. Another lucky night. Don't ask, won't tell. Another wasted life. Don't ask, won't tell. Another night in paradise at the Swedish motel.
God damn.
That was
Oh my Jesus
new
Christ.
single off Stay Gold.
No,
No.
Stay Gold's the first album. This we just recorded up in Coda Pop.
This is not released yet. Like
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. So this is what we just finished recording it, and
Nice.
not mixed yet or anything. So like 2 weeks ago we finished recording. Man, the 4 songs. That one has the cowbell in it. So when it goes
Oh,
a
yeah.
cappella, Marcus goes for a
Little cowbell.
cowbell
song, yeah.
intermission.
How did you guys like Coda
Hey,
Pop?
Dre.
Loved it, man.
It's
Like,
great.
Hey, Dre.
What?
Squeeze in closer. I want to do this for the band thing.
Oh shit, band thing.
No, yeah.
I'm just joking.
There we go.
Yeah, we
But,
Coda Pop was sweet, man.
Yeah, it's such a sick host, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dice is very back and forth. Like it's not like we have a suggestion, they say no. It's like
It's
yeah,
work.
Okay.
You
Well, I
work
have an
together.
idea a little bit, and okay, and sometimes it's that's great.
It's a give and
idea.
take.
It's
Yeah.
good, yeah. Like a collaboration, really, like of
Willing to
ideas.
put that time in.
Yeah.
We lucked out. That was a part of
Doug's
the
good guy too.
So
the
good,
homegrown
man.
thing. It was the homegrown prize was
$15 grand worth of stuff. It was 5,000 Law McQuaid gift card, 5,000 artist development with Groundswell, and 5,000 recording Coda.
Yeah.
And since Coda and Groundswell do a lot together, we started working with John Landy a little bit from Stanfields and Groundswell, of course, and then JJ, who was the engineer there at Coda.
Yeah.
He's basically like the unofficial member of the band.
Yeah,
he was such a help. He showed us so much new techniques. We got to try different things with him. We took his advice. He took our advice. It went great. Just Doug, the one that owns the place too.
Beautiful. Like
He's
one of the nicest guys.
Yeah.
He is, man. It's
Like,
ridiculous.
Yeah, we're going to
One
get
He
night
could
we
be
were-
in the
I'm like the only
grumpiest
person that
mood.
doesn't know Doug. I'm like, oh.
He could be
There's
in
a
the
grumpy mood for Doug?
No, I mean like,
Okay.
well, I went out partying the night. I was so hungover.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not know any song I was about to play. Like I was just like, these are the songs. Figure them out. I was hungover. I was just not in a good mood.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I had to figure out bass lines or whatever, like to these songs, and then I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I'm not having a good day. Kind of like, one of those. I'm going to the gas station, chuck the creamer cup and, dump the creamer down the garbage can, chuck the creamer cup in the coffee and stir it up, days, right?
Yeah, one of those days.
Yeah, like...
If shoes were closed, you'd be bare feet.
Yeah, like, and then, but no, and Doug came down, he's like, hey man, have a Corona? He's like, yeah. He's like, listen, and he just put his arm around me. I forget what he said, but he was just...
Inspiring.
The way he is, you're just
His
like,
approach,
well, I just... Fuck it. Like
He just
attack it.
knows. Like there was one day, the guys were having a couple drinks and stuff. And like I said, I quit drinking, so I was there, and I went upstairs. And I was like, I need to get a coffee. I was thinking about going to Tim's or something like that and find a coffee. And he goes, oh no, make one there, and I made one. And he's like, it might be a little strong. I'm like, okay, that's okay. I like strong black coffee anyway. So I go downstairs, I'm all happy. I got my coffee. I go outside and have a smoke and talk to Doug, and then the next day we're back in there. We continue on with it. And I just finished my coffee. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go outside. And Doug opens up the door, and I thought you were just coming down to say hi. No, just brought me
Fresh
down a
spot.
coffee.
Yeah, really?
Made a coffee,
Nice.
just brought me down a coffee. And
Beautiful.
Yeah.
there's another 8 people in here. Where's all your coffees? Nowhere.
Nope.
Ain't got no coffee, man.
Yeah.
Brought me a coffee.
Yeah, man, that's good. You guys
Doug's beauty.
that was
Everybody
super-
there
that was
is fantastic. The girls at Groundswell, too. They're phenomenal at what they
Just
do.
the nicest people.
Yeah.
And that's what they
So
strive for.
encouraging.
Is just they want to be with nice people that have good goals. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
nobody drags anybody down there, and it's really nice to see. There's no arguing. There's no bickering. It's like, all right, what can we do to make this
Well, it's
better?
not arguing
Yeah.
for arguing. Like,
Yeah.
if they have...
compromise.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
Nobody drags anybody down, but
Tit
at the
for
same
tat.
time, like it's
Deal.
just like you are with your best friends anyway.
Yeah,
you throw little
exactly.
pokes at them and stuff. Like, for instance, today Stan's got off stage or whatever, and I made sure to, like, as soon as the guys go aside, dude, you did your best,
yeah.
Yeah.
You did okay. You're the most subpar person.
Wasn't
I've
the
heard
best,
today.
but
Yeah, like,
yeah.
and they just little pokes at that, and then
Just-
they said the same thing when we got off.
It's
like,
fun,
at least you
though,
tried. That's what
yeah.
they said
Yeah,
to
at
me,
least
so
you
yeah.
tried. And it's just hilarious. Like, they killed it. Their new material is...
Oh yeah, they did their new 8 songs off their new album, and just
Yeah, they
Actually,
played
I
their
did
new album
one
in
of my
full.
podcasts. I was talking about one of the venues that they're playing at. It was just a small venue. A friend of mine bought a church in Maitland. And
Yes! They
yeah,
played there
they were there like 2 weeks ago. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly. I did a podcast about that show.
Okay.
We were in the studio that one of the day that they played out there. We were in the studio and John
That's
was like,
wicked.
I gotta leave. I have to go play
Go to
in
Mainland.
this place.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like, what the
It's
hell
like
is
a
there?
small place, right?
Yeah.
But that's the whole, like, this guy that, Scott Fraser, shout out Scott, he did this thing where him and his wife bought this church, and he's from Ontario, but he's really used to setting up gigs and different venues for people that aren't even around a whole lot of, like, anything. Like, he did it outside of town because he's like, why not?
Yeah.
People have to
There's
travel
definitely-
for it.
yeah.
People will go to it. We'll fill this church up. Like, there's nothing happening out there, like you said.
Yeah, middle of nowhere kind of place.
Yeah,
You know, those are some of the nicest venues.
It is.
Yeah.
It's more of
and a
like an
church that's like
intimate,
200
Yeah.
more
years
of
old
a...
too sounds really nice to play in.
Yeah, the acoustics would be incredible there.
Actually, one of the conferences today was talking about that. It's called... it's a program called Side Door.
Oh, yeah, you were...
It's basically that. Like, it's...
Oh, okay.
It's... I have a spot, play at it, so it's probably what he went through, really.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool. It's a cool idea because, like, even down home, like, we rarely get bands
Yeah.
come. So if you could get that audience,
Yeah.
The only time bands
people-
play out is when they come with us, like in our hometown.
You always,
Bands,
you're
it's
always,
just weird, man. It's a weird
Yeah.
spot. Like,
you're always with friends. Like, man, wouldn't it be fucking
Yeah, so
sweet
how
if the
did
Trues
you
came here or
guys-
something like that? And it's just like,
How did you
really?
guys get into music? Being
Yeah.
from the Canso area, like there's no musical influence. Like, did you guys parents musicians?
There was
No.
bands around there. Like when
When we were
when
young,
I was-
we always
there's
played.
not really like there's not a whole lot of
it was like
So you're just like
play,
you know,
like I loved Guns N' Roses.
you
and
know,
stuff,
fuck
as a little kid,
soccer.
right?
I'm going
I
to
played
pick
soccer.
up
You
the
played
guitar.
I played every sport.
funny story.
I played
of
every
that
sport.
came out.
And
Fuck hockey.
music.
I'm going to play soccer.
Yeah, I didn't play hockey because
Yeah.
it wasn't time because I had the band too. Played
Yeah.
every sport but
So I
hockey.
played every
pretty well.
sport but hockey just because I couldn't afford hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey was
I
always
just-
the one.
Too expensive.
So that's
what everybody wants to play and everybody don't
It's
mind
so
watching
do it or
right now.
don't. Yeah. It's
Well,
just,
like the first band I played in, Dylan from the Stanfields, bass player.
Right.
He played in my first band.
Okay.
So-
Like,
okay.
we lived 5 minutes apart from each
Oh,
other growing
Jesus,
up.
really?
So like we started playing together grade 8, I think it was. It's like those guys were learning how to play, and I was like, well, I like singing. Like, I'll try it. So our very first show, we covered "The Darkness," I Believe in a Thing Called Love. Jet, are you gonna
Really?
be my girl? And you shook me all night long.
Jet's a
Which
badass.
my
I have
old,
that video, actually.
which my old punk band
Darkness is
was
actually a
playing
sweet song.
there
I
as
just can't
well, and
believe you
they
tried to
they
cover that.
oh,
Or
they
did
started
cover
off the
it.
night as well. So
Oh
good, man. I
my
love the Darkness.
lord, are you
yeah,
serious?
Port Hawkesbury or Mulgrave?
Frig knows, man.
It was Mulgrave Fire Hall
Yeah, probably.
because we were playing there as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys came up because I was watching, and at this time, like I was, this tall. I'm still about that tall, but Andre is about this tall.
I was
And
showing
now
him
he's
all
like
like,
a lot.
yeah.
But I
like,
remember him coming up and just full of piss and vinegar. And, hey man, we're playing tonight too. My name's Andre. And just
ready to rock and roll.
yeah, okay, relax.
Before I started drinking.
Yeah, and then I see this kid pull out. I think he had the Stratocaster at that time too.
Probably.
He pulls out this '80s white American Fender Strat, and I'm like, "Okay, got a guitar." Then I hear the voice come out, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I remember me and my buddy Nick that I played in the band with. We both kind of just looked at each other, and we're like, "That guy can sing." Here, I thought he was like fucking 10 years younger than me. But
Oh yeah, I was
only
a
a
small
couple.
kid until like grade 10 maybe. I was like,
Really?
yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're pretty tall now.
Yeah, I'm an average height, like 6 feet.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I was like probably.
Yeah, me too. I'm just
Wait,
gonna
how
keep
old
saying
are you,
that.
Marcus?
I'm 27.
21?
Yeah, we're only a year in the difference.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a year and a couple days.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
And that was like, there was a big height difference, and then...
Oh yeah,
I was
Yeah.
small,
Weird,
man.
he got taller and I stayed the same size.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
started smoking.
yeah, that's where no,
It
smoking
is what it is.
Don't
man.
you,
Yeah,
girl?
it's fucking stunts of growth.
It really
The
does.
fuck
Yeah,
happened to me
maybe,
then?
maybe if I didn't
You just kept going. Smoking.
maybe if I didn't start smoking at 12,
Yeah,
I'd be
my
like
body's
8
just
feet
like,
tall or
man,
something.
fuck cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
No
drunk.
doubt.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
well, let's just dump some booze. Nah, fuck booze. You'll just keep growing.
That's it, man. Some people are just like superhuman.
Yeah.
People growers, some people are showers, I guess.
I'm neither.
Yeah.
I'm just a big dick.
This is a good segue to the second part of the podcast.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Let's take our shirts
do
off.
this.
I mean,
Yeah.
wait, what are you doing? All right, so this is the album "Stay Gold," right? The new one.
That's the old one. That's
That's the old one.
couple years.
What's going on?
This
New
is
one?
the
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
When's that come out?
New.
when it's done.
Yeah, like probably early 2018.
It's not even. Oh yeah,
we
right. You're waiting
just
for the
finished
tracks
recording.
back, right?
Yeah. So like rough mixes will start next week, and then we'll
Yeah.
send it away for mixing, mastering, and probably get physical copies.
You guys all show up for that process too when they're going through it.
We
No.
did a lot of it right
in the studio.
with
What we
Jen.
want, yeah, we did a lot of the like what is it? Just the editing, I guess,
Yeah.
with Jason, like with
The
parts we
engineering,
wanted.
snipping, cut, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
What's that? No.
So it's like they know how to do the mixing part. We know what parts we wanted.
yeah.
They'll just know how to mix it in. Like the good thing with what
Polish.
our process went, they came to all the pre-production sets and they've seen us live, so they know how we
Oh,
sound
okay,
and know how to
right.
capture our live
Yeah.
sound into the recording, which was always hard for us to do.
Which is actually last year at Music Week. We had
Smart.
a guy come up to us and we
Yeah.
met a guy and he basically said, I came out because I heard good things about you guys.
Mhm.
I'll be honest, your album, not a fan. We're like, oh, thanks, man. That appreciate it. I
Probably
think.
seen you play.
And then he watches us play at belly up, and he said, "What you guys just did on stage, we
gotta
need to
capture
capture that on an album."
It's so hard to do.
Man,
and
yeah,
that's
it's
what
awesome.
we just did with
To hear
Conan.
that, it must be just awesome too, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
how
funny
do you
when
do
you-
that?
I can't even
It
remember.
was like that compliment sandwich thing. Start with something good, then something bad, then something good. Because I'm glad he continued on. 'Cause it would suck at the last part. I heard the album, not a fan. Bye.
Well, then we got the Clubhouse, another shitty comment. And then
Yeah.
seal her in. Right?
Yeah. Well, regardless, you guys are where you're at today, and
Yeah, man.
you're
You
doing
guys-
good. Keep
you guys
on
got a
trucking,
great
man.
thing happening, and you guys really are fucking good friends too.
Right back at you, bro.
Yeah, man. That's fucking cool.
It's no, man. It's fucking fun. Like, this weekend was great. We were talking last week, and Gary's like, "Yeah, I'm doing my podcast." I was like, "Oh yeah, we're coming up. We'll
Yeah.
hang." And it's like,
Yeah,
it's been a while. It's been like,
When you asked me for my address, I was like, "Oh yes, they're gonna fucking do it." I was like, "Yes, sweet." And then it was like rolling around the last couple days. I was like, "I'm not gonna bother them because they're probably fucking pretty busy right now." And then I was like, got the message from you. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, awesome."
it was like shit. I was like,
He's
"Oh
like a
fuck,
dog
I haven't heard
just
from
waiting
Gary." I
for
was
his
like,
owner to
we
come
were just
home.
last few days like, well, this was haywire. I was like, 4 o'clock. I was like, stands are almost done. I'll see what he's up to now.
Yeah.
See if everything's finished
yeah.
up. We'll swing over.
That the timing of today was perfect.
Yeah, you get to finish up.
Usually, I'm fucking rushed. Anytime I ever had a gig with a band, I'm
This dude is
rushed
not a
and
guy to be rushed by any means. Like,
and,
No.
and
No.
I'm stressed out. Like
Drummer thing.
Yeah.
setting
Yeah.
up drums, man. I would be sweating my ass off, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is good. And then when we're playing, I'm like, okay, I'm relaxed now.
Yeah. You know,
I
man.
usually relax about half an hour after we're done playing and then it's packed up.
Yeah, I'm the most comfortable when I'm on the stage. It's weird. Like, that part, yeah, like the
Well, I
setting
don't
up
mind
is
being on
like-
the stage. Set up.
The setting up is the worst part. You're like,
yeah,
It's like-
yeah, it is.
Especially
man.
when it's like
It's the waiting
15
between
minutes
the setup.
changeover times. The other band went 10 minutes long, like something like that. And
Yeah.
again.
I always used to get to the point of almost wanting to lay down before we went on stage for some reason. It
Yeah.
was terrible. It was like an adrenaline dump because
Yeah.
I like set up all my stuff and I'm all hyped up and,
And then
then
you
like
crash.
we're waiting around like waiting to go on and then it's like
Yeah, man.
tired and relaxed.
Well, that was like me today. Because our live set's pretty energetic, and I was like, man, I'm drained right now, but I should just like do running before we play, so I'm warmed up. But I didn't do anything, so you know, on stage, then it's like here, ready, and then it's like,
Oh yeah.
so it's,
Oh yeah, I never thought about that because you guys are fucking upbeat all the time, pretty
Well,
much. So
for
like,
the whole set, yeah, it's
it's
like,
like I don't want to be upbeat today. It's like you gotta be.
can't.
motherfucker.
people come to see your show. And that's what we strive for our live show, and that's the only way you can really
Exactly. If people just want to listen to you, they're going to put on Apple Music and listen to you.
Yeah.
Or Spotify or YouTube.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
go to see you because they want to show.
That's a great point. Yeah.
And every show you gotta go out. Like, it doesn't matter if there's 5 people there, 500. Like what they say, it's true. Like I'll play the same if I'm playing for my friends
Yeah.
in a basement,
Yeah.
or if I'm playing for, you know what I mean.
Oh yeah,
Stand down
that,
by
that
the
definitely comes across too.
Like
that-
you gotta enjoy what you do. You gotta portray. I don't know. Like when I'm playing music, I'm just thinking in my head while we're playing the songs, like the stories that the songs are about. It's like, okay, going through the motions. So certain emotions in the song that it'll just flash back in my head. It's like, oh shit.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
that's where it
Use
was.
Mine's usually, don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
No?
Don't fuck up.
Oh, I hate that. Fuck, here comes that part. Here comes that part. And yeah, fuck it. There it goes.
Okay, I'm getting this. I can get this. Big Phil. Wrong song. Shit.
That's so freaking hilarious. It's
Actually, I won't lie. There was the time like, 2 of our bigger songs that we got to do. We did "Long Way from Home" and "Richelieu," and there were the 2 that got to radio and stuff like that. We were playing before, and I think we were playing "Long Way" or something. Or no, we were playing "Richelieu." And I did a fill, and I was coming back in, and I went right over to the ride cymbal, and I started playing for a couple seconds, and I don't think the guys caught on to it, and I realized I was fucking playing "Long Way from Home."
Oh, you got back to it.
Oh yeah, I thank
Yeah.
God
Right
for
for-
the weird part. Oh,
Sometimes I used to get these really bad glitches, man, where it would be like,
Where am I?
oh, okay, play this song. I'm like, okay. And
That's
go
not the
into it,
song.
and I'm like, oh my god, this isn't the same song
Yeah.
you were talking about
Yeah,
at all.
man.
Or like, I don't know, sometimes, oh, this is so bad, such a bad habit. This is probably why I don't play so much anymore. So I was at a gig and I was watching a goddamn football game playing the drums, and I don't even watch football, and then I lost what fucking part of the song we were in.
Even better.
And I was like, oh shit, am I supposed to do something? So I'm like looking at everybody like, is somebody gonna look at me like, are you ready for this or something? And yeah, I just played through it.
Still do. We used to play down at the Split Crow in Ganesh when it was open at the time.
I heard they got a lot of TVs.
I am. If there's sports, if there's a lot of TVs, I am guilty as
well, that's the
fuck.
thing. They have like
I'd be
multiple
like, okay,
TVs.
Toronto's 3-4, and you know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they have multiple TVs like on the side there. It's usually a different hockey game.
Yeah.
You're playing down there and around like school season, so they're like watching the Habs game.
Yeah.
Making sure they're doing good. Make sure that Boston's losing on the next TV. You know,
Yeah.
make sure that Toronto's losing on the next TV. Like I'm here watching it and
half the time it'd be stop.
yeah, like
Meanwhile, he's like, and this
so encouraging.
This
yeah, we finished 30 seconds ago,
This
Marcus.
next song is
yeah, we just
this
finished.
is off
But
the next album, and
yeah,
I guess Mark's doing a
this drum
really
solo.
shitty drum solo for the next 2 minutes. And
yeah, that's how you play 4/4, ladies and gentlemen. Just
everybody count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, repeat.
I never really thought about drums that way.
Yeah, it's definitely I think of it as I like to move around, and I hate to stay still, but I hate to pay attention, but I'm really good at staying constant at what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
So like I can do this all fucking day, and I'd be like,
I'm not good at any of that.
why the fuck what did I forget to do at home? Like,
Yeah, what's going on?
My house burning down. Wonder if I
You get the wandering mind.
I think that's called ADHD.
Yeah.
ADD.
I think most drummers have that.
Yeah,
It would make a lot of sense.
You got to become a drummer for some reason.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean,
That could be it. I mean,
Skin it to win
fucking
it.
roll my eyes. As soon as I said it, I'm like,
yeah. See? This is it.
My jokes are snareable.
Andre Punnypaw.
oh. Well, all right, guys. I'm not going to take up all your night. I know you got to fucking drive home. Wait, are you going back?
We're going to see a bunch of shows. We're meeting up with our friend Natalie Lynn.
Oh,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I'll show it tonight.
we're actually meeting up with Doug.
oh, nice.
Gonna drink some beers later. I don't know. We'll probably go to the Elm Ballroom or whatever.
So you guys are going to
Holiday
be
Inn.
relaxing yet having a good time at other people's...
Yeah, we're just going to see a bunch of shows tonight.
Yeah, you're going to be entertained instead of entertaining.
It's nice.
That is
He's
good.
nice.
Sweet.
This cat's heading back to Pictou County.
Yeah, I'm going to be at Max Pictou County.
Gonna
Just
relax.
want to make sure I did the podcast and stuff, and then...
Oh, man, thank you so
Oh,
much.
dude, it was a
Thanks.
blast. But yeah, I head back, and we have the next week is going to be busy for us, so it's going to be nice to get some real sleep. And stuff.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm the old guy in the band. I'm the the oldest, so Daddy needs his sleep.
I'm a lot like you.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, now
And some Acapulco pizza as soon as I get back to like Pictou County.
Yeah, we got
The brown
Acapulco right
sauce.
here now.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the
That's
same.
you guys
No,
did it? Yeah,
it's
after
not
the
the
big
same.
sugar thing.
How'd you find it?
It's not.
Watery?
I didn't find water. It was actually good that night, but I heard
really?
that a lot of people find it was like not as good.
It was.
I find it's a lot like the one in Pictou, but
I
not the one
had
in
it. It was
Glasgow.
soggy as fuck.
No.
See, I didn't even know there was one in Glasgow. I just
Yeah.
knew the Pictou one.
Oh, really?
Westville.
Well, Glasgow's like
Wolf
the
Tower.
worst.
No, wait. Or was it vice versa?
It's probably vice versa.
Yeah, I think
Because
it's
I
vice
just
versa.
found out. I just realized today that there was one in Pictou.
I thought the good
Oh,
one
yeah,
was
no,
in
yeah.
Westville.
No, the good one's in Glasgow. Westville's
Glasgow?
okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's all Acapulco pizza. It's all the
Yeah.
same family, the same sauce. They just do a little
Same
bit different.
shit.
It
Yeah.
tastes a little better when you're drunk, probably.
Dude, McDonald's tastes
I
like
killed it, man. When it came to
fucking-
churro, I was like,
Chef
yep.
Gordon
like
did.
every
Oh, yeah.
fucking second day, and then I killed it. I was like, I'm gonna lay off this for about a year.
You're drinking
Oh, yeah.
McDonald's is the best burger you've ever ate before in your life.
Yeah. I like the chicken wraps at McDonald's.
Oh, going to Subway for the the 24-hour Subways after
Probably
like
get
split
one
crowd
$1.99
and stuff. Like
Oh, those are
go
Nice.
at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna hear that.
You guys still got dozen
meats.
cookies for
Yeah.
$5?
Yeah.
I'll take 2.
Yeah. You just want to.
What kind of bread do you want? That's a stupid question.
Yeah, I want
and
the
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, really though. I always have wraps.
Yeah.
Like,
I had I went through the other day and got something with Parmesan oregano bread.
Yeah.
good.
And they're
You've
like,
never had that?
no, they started this idiot almost laughed at me.
It's
It's like,
how
that
Herb
hasn't even
cheese.
been on the menu for 6 months.
Yeah, it's how when Herb and Cheese took it over.
I've been like, fucking give me a Big
How
Mac
am I
then.
supposed to know? Like,
Yeah.
do I go into Subway every day? Like, really?
Sorry.
Those are the assholes that are like, oh, fine then, I'll just drive away, and they'd be like, fucking, you know, they wouldn't care. It's not their business type deal.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Worst. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, give me one of these. 2 words for
I won't lie. I fucking drove away from parking like, no, you don't have that? No, okay, how about this? No, you don't have that either? Okay, I'll just get this. Yeah, is this okay?
But how good are junior chickens with Thai sauce?
Oh, delicious.
Any time of day. $2.
Or McDoubles dressed like a Mac.
Not bad.
True.
Not bad. Not bad.
McDoubles.
Do you know
Dressed
about
like a
that?
Mac.
McDoubles dressed like a Mac?
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I do all the
exactly,
time.
exactly.
When people go through and just get McDoubles, I don't understand why they just don't get.
Or
a
people,
Mac
like,
and
What's
Mac.
up with their life?
I heard somebody the other day and they were like, yeah, just can I get a Big Mac, just the burger? I'm like, you could have got 2 McDoubles dressed like Macs for the price of that.
Yeah,
And been more happy with your life choices.
Oh my
So-
god!
Yeah,
I'm
the
so
only difference
glad
is
that
the
you
bread,
mentioned
eh?
that.
Yeah, that actually
Yeah.
is bread in the middle of it. But
I went and got Big Mac sauce at Sobeys the other day. I don't think it's the same.
No?
Well, every time I get a Big Mac to try it out to see if it's exactly the same, it just has sauce on it already, so I can't.
well, you could just try
You know
and
what I
make.
mean?
Can I get a Big Mac and a Big Mac without the sauce on it, please?
Yes,
Yeah, really?
That's a
That's
better.
a good
Yeah,
idea,
that's what I'm
yeah.
gonna do.
Bite for
Actually,
bite.
I was gonna say
save
make
my
your own
money.
burger at
2
home, but-
McDoubles dressed as Big Macs with no
Boom.
sauce on one.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That's the best way to end this thing.
Yeah, all right.
This at home.
Yeah, that's it. All right, that was the podcast. Thank you again, Andre, Travis, and Marcus. You guys are awesome for giving me a little bit of your time, and thank you everybody for stopping by to listen. The song I'm going to end the podcast with is called Answers. It's also the intro song that I started with, but this is the whole thing, and I hope you enjoy. Follow these guys on Facebook and Instagram too. Check them out on YouTube. Actually, the description I'm going to have posted underneath this YouTube video will have a couple other songs on it, so check them out. Give them some support and follow them. Follow me too. Follow me on Facebook and follow me on YouTube and all that jazz. All right, enjoy your time.
Second time around, so much has changed. Breathe this guilt and fight to stay. A fearless gesture led by grace. That look you gave, things are okay. And who cares what they're gonna say? Scattered words are worth nothing anyway. And who knows what we're gonna do? And all I wanna do is stay gold with you. Paint my name with slander, let it dry you by itself. This fucked up life never gives you answers you need. You know you feel and know you know seems to disappear. This fucked up life gets better the more you breathe. This wicked sin comes as a pair. Happiness always finds a spare. This road was on, but set in stone. Walked endless miles and sent back home. And who cares what they're gonna say? Scattered words are worth nothing anyway. And who knows what we're gonna do? And all I wanna do is stay gold with you. Paint my name